Thanks, Julie. It's 19 minutes past 6. And this weekend, one of the great spectacles of the summer is happening. The skies above the West Country will be filled with hot air balloons, but it is, of course, weather dependent.
But it's so far so good for the Bristol International Balloon Fiesta with near perfect conditions. After the summer we've had, the organisers can barely believe their luck. Bob Crampton is there for us. So, Bob, how's it looking?
Cordelia, it's looking great. There's a great air of expectancy because the conditions, as you say, are almost ideal. The balloon envelopes are all laid out, ready to be inflated. The crowds over there, they've been building up. Tens of thousands pouring into Ashton Court here. Great for sunbathing, but also hopefully great for a flight tonight. We're expecting about 100 balloons to take off. A similar number took to the air this morning on the first mass ascent. There was one flight with a difference, though. In true British eccentric style, they were attempting to have a tea party at 1,000 feet up. Tanya Mercer was invited along.
It was the perfect morning for the mass ascent, and plenty of balloons turned out, more than 100 in fact. Bacon butters at the ready. Despite the 6 a.m. start, there were plenty of crowds to see the balloons take off.
I love the balloons. I come from Greece, and it's the second time I come here, and I love it.
It's the first time I've been to the balloon festival, and I've always wanted to come, and it's definitely worth coming. It's quite exciting.
Yeah, it's excellent. Really good. Really good to have something on a doorstep as a Bristolian.
Well, this is our balloon. We're just getting ready now to take off, and it's pretty big. It is 120 feet tall, and that basket there can take 16 people. We headed off in a westerly direction towards the Severn estuary, climbing all the way. We're currently travelling at around 1,000 feet, and the views here are fabulous. You can see right across the Severn estuary and over to Wales, and there are balloons all around us. But this balloon is slightly different because here we're having a tea party. It's all part of a world record attempt for the highest hot air balloon tea party, and it was all done properly. Doilies, cake stands, and even some classical music. For Karen Rowles, it was a childhood dream come true.
It's unbelievable. It's just such, I just can't explain how it's just amazing. I don't know, I'm just speechless really. It's just something I've always wanted to do, and I've always watched a balloon fiesta like from a kid, and like to actually take off is just unbelievable.
And all above the glorious Somerset countryside.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at the scenery we got here this morning. 1,000 feet, and the sunrise is absolutely amazing.
It's a pretty good job you've got, isn't it?
It's not bad.
After an hour, it was time to land on terra firma, skimming the trees as we went. Now all that's left to do is to expel the air from the balloon. And that's it. Mass ascent done, world record done. Tanya Mercer in Bristol for the West Country Tonight.
Well, that was a great spectacle, wasn't it? All those balloons going up. But of course, the events that also draw as many spectators as the mass ascents are the night glows. And they've been having the night glows last night, and there'll be another one tomorrow night as well. And all the balloons don't go anywhere. They just surround this arena at night and turn on their burners in time to some music. Well, the brains behind the burners this year was hoping to offer something different to entertain the huge crowds. In the end, it was all down to choosing exactly the right tunes.
The night glow is usual. Without it, the fiesta would be like strawberries minus the cream. 25 balloons pulsing light into the giant envelopes in time to a special music track. Last night, the event celebrated the best of British. The man calling the tune is a balloonist himself. He spends hours sweating over the right mix of music.
Well, the balloonist looking for new heights when it comes to music has come to the people who should know the airwaves. It's the local radio station.
Ian Martin and the studio producer listen to hundreds of tracks. The sound is important, but they have to visualize the effect with the balloons lighting up the night sky.
But it's got to be music that works for the balloons and also works for the public. We're mixing old with new quite often now. But yes, more modern music. There's some great modern music out there nowadays. I mean, people like Adele and such like are really, really popular. And they produce good music. If it works for us on the balloon, we're going to use it.
For me, it's the songs that are going to hum on the way home, the songs that they're going to sing the next morning, and those moments when they wake up and go, you know, that moment, that was brilliant, when the balloons lit up to that song, that was the moment. It's those sort of memories.
On the night, Ian Martin is the Nightglow Commander-in-Chief, sitting in a tower radioing instructions to the pilots. They in turn fire up those burners.
It's not easy to control them. They're beginning to work with me. They know what I'm expecting now, and I have to say over the last couple of years the guys have really responded well. I want to take them to another level this year.
Last night, the blazing balloonists played to a crowd of 200,000 people. It's an iconic sight, and it seemed the accompanying music hit the right note.
Awesome. It's absolutely incredible. She's never seen one before, so this is like a big deal for her. Yeah.
It's pretty good, yeah. I've seen it a few times before, but it's still good.
It's getting better every time, so...
It's lovely. The weather's on their side this year, and it's magnificent.
The Balloon Fiesta is absolutely the best balloon fiesta we've got. They're bigger, but are they better? We're British. We love it here. We've been here now for the last 5 years with the cooperative balloon, and we love it every time.
With the Jubilee and the Olympics in mind, the patriotism overflowed as well. A Union Jack balloon was cheered along with the Queen's own Jubilee beacon. Tomorrow night, more emotions will be stirred as hundreds of thousands turn out again to watch and listen to Ian Martin's version of Party Time.
Well, you never tire of looking at that, do you? But for the first time, I think, in the 34-year history of the Balloon Fiesta, they're going to have some entertainment on Friday evening. It's called Friday Night Illuminaire, and the crowds will be treated to 2 stun planes flying around doing aerobatic maneuvers in the sky above them and trailing some fireworks on their wings and also trailing some smoke. It really is quite spectacular, but I still prefer the balloons, honestly.
It would turn me into a basket case, Bob. And now, it looks golden out there now, but what about the weekend? How's that shaping up for us?
Well, Cordelia, the weekend, I mean, you know, it looks settled. There is still a high pressure set in. That is beginning to break down a bit and move off. And the great hope is that it'll be during the weekend. We'll should get some flights in, particularly tomorrow and maybe on Sunday as well. But generally, I think it's looking not too bad. Any showers easing off on Sunday. Here's the forecast.
Now, the 34th Bristol International Balloon Fiesta is underway. Over the next 4 days, the skies of the city, hopefully, will be filled with a multitude of balloons of all shapes, colours and sizes. It's a key event in Bristol's cultural calendar, and we've sent Sarah Jane Bungay to the festival site at Ashton Court. So, Sarah Jane, how many visitors are they expecting then this year?
Around 500,000, Alex, over the next 4 days. It's such a popular event. And this morning, the crews have been busy inflating the first few balloons. Large dog, rather significant dragon. And tonight, they'll be joined by a giant action man as well. Well, joining me now is Chris Hathaway, the chairman of the organising committee. Chris, always a great event, this. But just tell me some of the highlights this year.
We've got over 140 balloons this year. We have balloon glows tonight and on Saturday night. And tonight, we also have the Jubilee beacon. Tomorrow